Well, then remember we got it teased earlier on. Will Ospreay and Leo Rush. Did you pay any attention to the entrance where Leo Rush came out in the inflatable red starfish jacket?
Yeah, I did, because in the past we've seen him and Action Andretti together wear these jackets, but this time Action Andretti was in street clothes and Leo Rush was the one dressed like whatever that is.
What is that? It looks like some kind of pointed starfish or conch shell. Anyway, they did plenty of flips. What? I'm telling you, put your ear up to his belly button. Maybe you can hear the ocean. They did the flips. And again, this guy, Leo Rush, is 140 pounds. He's 5'2". Ospreay's the top guy. He just got beat by boring, nothing happening hangnail Adam Page. He ought to look good. Instead, they go out to have a good match. They went out to have a good match because Ospreay doesn't know how to fucking get over and draw any money. And so this midget stays with him every step of the way. Ospreay is doing AJ Styles' springboard forearm. He's doing his Styles Clash. For fuck's sake, he ought to get his kids' names tattooed on his side. So he hits the springboard forearm and immediately tries another move, and Leo Rush turned it into a DDT after getting hit with the phenomenal forearm. So he's still in the game. Leo Rush goes to the top, hits him with a frog splash, gets a 2 count. And then Action Andretti slides Leo Rush a chain into the ring, which he grabs, puts it around his fist, and draws back, but the referee takes it away, but doesn't call a disqualification. He caught him with the chain. He took the chain away from him. He didn't disqualify him. But now Leo Rush is distracted with the referee, so Ospreay gets up and hits him with a Styles Clash, and Tony called it that, by the way. 1, 2, 3. So it was a 10-minute match, competitive. None of Ospreay's shit could put the fucking midget away until a distraction. And he gets the win, and then the heels started beating him up. I swear to God, now these 2 6th graders are doing a Tennessee 2-step on the top of Ospreay. And then they're taunting the crowd like, look at this piece of shit. I swear to fucking God, it's like George South kicking the shit out of the Horsemen. And then they play music. And here came Page out to save the top babyface from 2 mid-card midgets. And then Page stayed to do a promo. I know there's a lot to take in here, Brian. I'm going to let you talk in a second. But it just keeps coming. You can't stop. It's like I said the other day on the WWE, they'll bore you for an hour and a half. But here it's the unprofessionalism and the fuck-ups just keep coming. You can't keep track of it. Page does the promo saying he's going to have Ospreay's back. But I'm my own man. I don't need any help, especially from Swerve Strickland, because Swerve threatened the safety of my family. If we're going in story, you burned his fucking house down. So I think that's why another reason they ought to think about these stupid fucking things before they do them. Well, one of these guys might need to be a babyface again, you know, and then, yeah, he kind of burned his house down. The fuck? And he's never going to accept help from Swerve. But, and have you noticed this, Brian? Page keeps saying, I'm going to win the men's world championship. Like he needs to differentiate. Number one. And number two, it sounds so bizarre for him to call them the men's world champion, like the women's world championship is goddamn equivalent in anybody's mind, anywhere, for anything that you need to call attention to. I'm going for one of the 2 big ones. No. You're going for the world title, you fucking idiot. The women's world title, you can call it that because it's secondary to what's supposed to be the main event position in the company. But Page, I think, is one of these equality-minded folks. So he's got I'm going to win the men's world title. If he was going for the women's world title, I'd put more money on him.
Maybe he could unify the belts.
So then...
The AEW unisex champion.
But then when he said that, then Moxley rolled into the ring. And the other members of the Boar Horsemen surrounded the ring. And so what were the fans chanting? Swerve's house. He wasn't even there. But Ospreay runs out with 2 chairs and gives Page one. And then everybody stands there looking at each other. And then Moxley rolled out and they all just walked off. That was a long bunch of shit right there. They managed to make Ospreay look bad. Page doesn't need any help in that regard. And they've stunk the joint out with a standoff that nobody gave a shit about, and the fans were chanting for the only person that wasn't a part of it. Your thoughts?
You know, Moxley's lucky he doesn't have to go up against Lio Rush. He really handled himself well here. He took Ospreay to the limits. And Moxley just stood there for a long time. It was like, okay, what exactly is happening? Like, do something. Just do anything. You're supposed to be a badass. And then, you know, that was that. Again, this was, 2.5 hours into this night, this endless night of wrestling. But Adam Page and Moxley, you think they're going to do it for Adam Page? Does it look like it?
Well, I mean, my God, this shit has to end sometime, but nobody wants to see Page champion again. Ospreay, when he came in, you could see clearly that just don't fuck this up. Just figure out a way for the trajectory to be him to be the world champion in about 6 months. And he's not even wrestling for it at the biggest show, the biggest show, whatever the fuck. So are they going to wait till they go to Wembley?
When's that?
Just more Moxley. That's September, isn't it?
Are they going to Wembley? They're going to
not Wembley.
Arena.
They're going to London, not Wembley. I apologize.
I hope they don't wait till they go to Wembley. It may be a while.
Yeah, we'll don't hold your breath. But they're going to England in September. They can't go to Wembley anymore because they can't fill it up. But this prolongs this shit that nobody wants to see with Moxley and this whole cretinous band of fucking lunatics.